Good morning. This meeting of the Blair County Board of Commissioners will come to order. We'll begin with a moment of silent reflection, after which we'll stand for the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Nicole, will you be joined by anyone via phone today?
We are not.
Roll call easy. We'll open the meeting at this time to any public comment. Right, hearing none. Nicole, would you start us through unfinished business, please?
The first resolution for your consideration today is number 473. It's approving the submission of the 2023 compensation plan to the Pennsylvania Department of Human Services, Office of Children, Youth, and Families.
Is there a motion for the adoption of resolution 473? Is there a second?
Commissioner Webster, second.
Is there any discussion? Those in favor of the motion, please signify by saying aye. Aye.
Resolution 474 is approving a copy pack agreement, including parts, labor, and toner under the Master Services Agreement with Doing Better Business for the Children and Youth's RICO copy machine as outlined on your agenda.
Is there a motion for the adoption of resolution 474? Is there a second?
Commissioner Webster, second.
Is there any discussion? Those in favor of the motion, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Resolution 475 is approving the federal fiscal year 2023 Emergency Management Performance Grant Agreement in the total amount of $67,946 for the term and conditions outlined on your agenda.
Is there a motion for the adoption of resolution 475?
Commissioner Webster, I will make that motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? Those in favor of the motion, please signify by saying aye. Aye.
Resolution 476 is approving the submission of the federal fiscal year 23 through 25 Hazardous Material Emergency Preparedness Grant Year 1 Annual Status Report as outlined on your agenda.
Is there a motion for the adoption of resolution 476?
Commissioner Webster, I'll make that motion.
Is there a second? Second. Is there any discussion? Those in favor of the motion, please signify by saying aye. Aye.
Resolution 477 is approving the submission of the 911 statewide interconnectivity funding grant application to the Pennsylvania Emergency Management Agency as outlined on your agenda.
Is there a motion for the adoption of resolution 477?
Commissioner Webster, I'll make that motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? Those in favor of the motion, please signify by saying aye. Aye.
Resolution 478 is approving a statement of work between the County of Blair, the Assessment Office, and Vision Government Solutions for the EST CAMA Infrastructure Refresh Project in the total amount of $14,935. This also approves a quote received from CDWG for 50 Microsoft Windows remote desktop service licenses. That is required for the virtual servers for the EST CAMA Infrastructure Refresh Project in the total amount of $5,053.50. Is
there a motion for the adoption of resolution 478? Is there a second?
Commissioner Webster, second.
Is there any discussion? Those in favor of the motion, please signify by saying aye. Aye.
Resolution 479 is approving a security services agreement between the County of Blair and Keystone Investigation and Security Specialists, LLC, for the service of 3 security guards at the rate of $24 an hour as outlined on your agenda.
Is there a motion for the adoption of resolution 479?
Commissioner Webster, I'll make that motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? Those in favor of the motion, please signify by saying aye. Aye.
Resolution 480 is approving a quote received from United Rentals to provide 3 light towers for the parking area during the Fort Royal Halloween Adventure event and the total amount of $405.
Is there a motion for the adoption of resolution 480?
Commissioner Webster, I'll move the motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? In favor of the motion, please signify by saying aye. Aye.
Resolution 481 is approving a quote received from Tyler Technologies to perform a Munis software server transfer in the amount of $5,000.
I'll move for the approval of resolution 481. Is there a second?
Commissioner Webster, I'll second.
Is there any discussion? Those in favor of the motion, please signify by saying aye. Aye.
Resolution 482 is approving a confidentiality and/or a non-disclosure agreement by and between the County of Blair and Momentum ECM LLC for access to digital information for the purposes of quoting a new digital storage system for county records.
With the motion for the adoption of resolution 482, is there a second?
Commissioner Webster, second.
Is there any discussion? Those in favor of the motion, please signify by saying aye. We have finished unfinished business, and we'll move on. We have one matter of old business. And Nicole, we did make some changes on this. Would you like to?
We did. As you can see on your agenda there, we did pull apart the one lumped sum together submission from juvenile probation. The first one is the probation services grant agreement. You'll see that outlined in item A. That is a grant award amount of $146,839, and the effective date of that agreement is June 30th, 2024. You'll see then requesting the approval of the federal year 22-23 financial statement for funds expended under the prior year. And then the third one is then the equitable compensation letter. That letter is to the Juvenile Court Judges Commission, and that does have to accompany the grant agreement, but does need approved in a separate resolution. So, I don't know if you want to work those through individually.
We'll ask questions and see if anyone has any discussion. And we'll just ask for 3 different separate motions. So, discussion on any of them. Commissioner Murphy.
I would make a motion that we approve the juvenile probation services grant agreement as described on the agenda.
Is there a second?
Commissioner Webster, second.
Those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye.
Next, move that we approve the fiscal year 22-23 financial statement.
Is there a second?
Commissioner Webster, second.
All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye.
Finally, I would make a motion that we approve the fiscal year 23-24 equitable compensation letter.
Is there a second?
Commissioner Webster, second.
All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. They are approved. Completed old business. We have no new business, and we will adjourn at this time. And thank everyone for your participation in this morning's meeting.